the one person that's in here at the moment. Appreciate you for coming so early. I wanted to do a video last night. I ended up falling asleep by accident. So I thought I'd go live. And the biggest thing that I would like to acknowledge is we hit 5,000 subscribers. 5,000 people have subscribed to this channel. And I think that that is incredible. And I appreciate everyone that's here. This is my last vape. Exciting news. I'm not really excited about it, but that is what it is. I'm going to stop when this one runs out. I'm not going to buy another one. So hold me to that. I appreciate you guys. Leonard, I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know if you're congratulating me on quitting vaping or hitting 5,000 subscribers, but both very exciting. One is better for my health than the other, but two great things. And I'm not really excited about the vape situation, but I'm going to stick to it. Brian M., my man, it's good to see you in here. Sandy, you're always quick to join, and I appreciate that. Boy, you guys congratulate me on both. I appreciate it. So, God, what a morning. So I wake up at 3:45 this morning to leave the house by 4. Left the house at 4 a.m. to drive to Redlands, which is about an hour and 28 minutes inland, to go to my buddy's house, but he's my boss that I've been doing construction with. I got to get there for 5:30 so we can pack up his truck and leave and get up to Big Bear Mountain by 7. And so I get there 5:35 and I text him, "Hey buddy, I'm here." I didn't get a response. I parked right next to his truck, which I always do. I didn't get any response. And after like 10, 15 minutes, I was like, "Hey bud, did your wife kill you in your sleep?" No response. 6 o'clock comes. Tried calling him. Didn't answer. It's like, Jesus. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to recline my chair and close my eyes for a minute. I do that. Open my eyes. It's 7 a.m. His truck's still next to me. Now I've been here an hour and a half. I'm like, text him again. "Hey, man, this is kind of fucked, you know? I'm going to wait until 7:35, but then I'm out of here." 7:35 comes. No sign of him. So I leave and drive back to Venice, hour and a half. So I left here at 4 a.m., got back here at 9 a.m. Obviously didn't work. But that was the start of my day. So that wasn't great, but I did get to come home and make dinner for Megan and myself. And then, she headed out to work and I got to go to the gym. I took a little, maybe an hour snooze to try and catch up on some sleep that I missed out on. But it wasn't the greatest morning. I've had a lot worse. But overall, been a great day. Celtics were winning last I looked. They're playing the Hornets. Let me check to see what's going on here. Boston Jones, what's up, brother? SGB, hello. I look like Messi. I wish I could play soccer like that. Wish I made the money that guy made. That'd be amazing. I think I saw him on a bag of Doritos not too long ago. I appreciate that. I think. I don't really know what he looks like, but I appreciate that. Big time. Extra hour of sleep tonight, Brian. Yeah, that's what they say. I don't understand the whole spring forward and fall back, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, an extra hour of sleep would be good. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning is always farmer's market. And then me and Megan will go to church. I've been listening to a lot of Bible Project. I don't know if any of you guys have checked out the Bible Project. They have videos, but it's also a podcast. It's these two guys, John and Tim, and they help break down the Bible literature so that people like me can understand it. And it's so amazing. I love it. Not saying that anybody needs to check it out, but I personally like it, and I've been listening to a lot of it lately, and it's sparked a lot of interesting ideas in my head. But yeah, 5,000 subscribers. Come on, man. It's crazy. It's so crazy. SGB, the Bible Project, is amazing. T Maria, is that we like French, or is that like oi, like Liverpool maybe? Skibbity Riz, that's so funny. My son talks like that, and he's 6. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta moderate myself. This is the only things I pray for are people that I love, people that I care about. I typically pray for my son, my girlfriend, my mom. I don't typically pray for strangers. No, and I'm not into politics. It's not what this is about. Let's see. Anybody have any questions on their mind? Anything pressing? Any pressing issues? Ranch or barbecue? Generally ranch. I like blue cheese better though, for being honest with you. But yeah, ranch. I like buffalo better than barbecue, personally. Mm-hmm. You have a question about forgiveness. My understanding of forgiveness. What a great question. Um, my understanding of forgiveness is pretty simple. So, well, to me, I had to make it simple so that I could handle it. Forgiveness to me is really just giving up the right to retaliation. Um, yeah, I know, Sandy. Um, Forgiveness is an action, it's not forgiveness for me is not something that I need to like be ready for and then perform. It's something that I do, and then you know my feelings can catch up later, but the action of forgiveness is more of what I'm interested in. Forgiveness is huge, man, but yeah, giving up the right to retaliation. So my wife has an affair. I want her to feel emotional pain like I'm feeling. In the beginning, anytime anything was brought up, it was brought, I brought it back to that. Um, even though it might not have anything to do with what we were talking about or what she wanted to talk about, it would always go, if we were trying to talk about my son, I would revert to, talking about the affair and how she hurt me, because I still felt like I had a right. I had a right to be upset, and like I had a right to retaliation. Um, like there was some score being kept. And it's really not the case. There's no there's no score. It's just about me. um Forgiveness is for me, and shouldn't say I've been forgiven an incredible amount of times, and most of the time I probably didn't deserve it, but it was granted to me. And so because of that, you know I need to forgive. I've been forgiven. I'm gonna need forgiving in the future because I fall short. Um, but for me, forgiveness is just an action. It's not something that I need to be prepared for or ready for. I just need to do it, and then whatever comes after it comes after it. If that makes any sense. But I appreciate that question. I'm not sure how to say that. Alfaya, I hope. I appreciate you. All the way from India. That's wild. We hit 5,000. So crazy. We have 5,000 subscribers on this channel. Mostly thanks to you guys. I just make these videos, but when you guys like them or comment on them, I think YouTube suggests it to more people because they're like, oh, people like this or people are commenting on this. It must be decent. So they like recommend it for other people. So it's really because of you guys. I just show up and chat, you know, and I'm honest. Hello, Jason Adams. Of course, SGB, I appreciate the question. If anybody has any questions, I really, I'm super open. You know, not some of the questions that I've had to delete. Brooklyn, New York. First time I went to Brooklyn, 2004. Yeah, 2004. I was living in Linden, New Jersey, working in Manhattan, doing modeling and acting. And I went to Brooklyn to a hookah bar with a friend, a childhood friend who had moved to Bayonne, New Jersey. And so we met up and he took me to a hookah bar and we like played cards. It was amazing. It was a great time. But that's the only time I've been to Brooklyn. But I loved it. Brooklyn was amazing. It was really late at night, but it was great. I'm a fan of New York, not the Yankees. Yankees can suck it, but New York as a place, it's beautiful to me. Yeah, Sandy, forgiveness. I mean, I've been forgiven for things that I believed for a long time were unforgivable. So Pablo, if I had any insider information, I would definitely talk about it. In my last video, I shared on him. I can see getting out of control like that. If then it's all alleged. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but I could see with a lot of fame and power and money, I could see everyday things becoming boring and wanting to push limits. And I don't know where that would take me personally, but I can see how it takes people to a place that maybe they didn't think they'd ever go, for sure. Alfaya, that's super nice. I appreciate you. If you know anybody that you think could benefit from this, share it with them. Love that. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to moderate at the same time while I'm doing this. Hi, Hugo. Yeah, I'm not a political activist. It's not part of my wheelhouse. Not a big. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really understand the whole politics thing. Left wing, right wing. It's all the same bird. I don't participate in that garbage. It's all trash. They're all about themselves and their friends. They don't care about me, whether they're Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Independent. I don't participate. But that's just me. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. Love this country. Love what we stand for. I love my freedoms. But it's not something that I participate in personally. Mm-hmm. Hi, Natasha B. Jesse, of course. Absolutely. I hit a meeting last night. What about before that? Last night, Jesse, I had a meeting last night at 7 p.m. And I went to a meeting Monday, Tuesday, Friday this week. It was good. It was actually last night when I went, they were doing like a cell. I forgot that they were doing it. It's right around the corner from my house. It's beautiful. They were doing like and I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, the Day of Muertos, or Day of the Dead thing. I don't know how to say it right, but a bunch of people were dressed up. I didn't know I was supposed to dress up. They had a little giveaway party for the best costume. It was cool. But it was a great. It's called the game show. That meeting. So it's Muck Recovery on Instagram. You can check it out. Muck, who I interviewed, the girl, the woman, the artist. She runs Muck Recovery, and there's a house about 100 steps from where I live, and that's where I go. Super easy. It's good people. It's good recovery. It's outside in her. It's called the Yard, and during COVID, she was the only place. She was the only place that had in-person meetings for like 2 years, and so it became like a big thing. And what she does is really amazing. She was over there. Somebody was there dressed up as her that actually won the costume contest. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I go to meetings as often as I can, at least a few a week. Let's see. Do you go to meetings, Jesse? Do you need meetings, or are you just curious? I'm just wondering. I don't know. I don't really. I only know a couple people for sure are in the program in here, and I don't want to. Anonymity is kind of a big deal, but I know one guy in here that I email with. He has sponsees, and he's a great dude, and I love that he keeps in touch with me. Brian, yeah, I would. If I ever go to Chicago, you're in Chicago, I'm pretty positive, Brian. If I ever go to Chicago for some reason, I would love to hit a meeting with you. If you're ever in Southern California, the LA area, I would love that, brother. It'd be amazing. Okay. I mean, being sober is being sober. I think everyone could benefit from the 12 steps, but that's just my opinion. But it's also my opinion because I did benefit from them. So, I'm kind of biased. But a lot of soul searching goes on during that process. It's not just for, people with substance abuse problems. Overeaters Anonymous uses the same 12 steps. People trying to quit smoking cigarettes. I mean, people trying to quit gambling. I was one of them. Like, 12 steps are about self realization and finding a spiritual connection to something that's, bigger than you. It doesn't just have to do with substances. 20 years. Gerard, the Anunnaki, I never met him in real life, but yeah, the ancient civilization has to do with aliens and stuff. Yeah, of course I know. Yes, I know lots of things. Whether I, couldn't tell you one way or the other if it's true, but yeah, I know a lot of the stories. That's where Amen comes from Amra, Amon-Ra, whoever the hell, yes, I do. I know about a lot of things. Probably more things that are so meaningless that I shouldn't know, but fill my brain because I fall down rabbit holes all the time. Michelin, I have been clean, so I claim clean time, and that's the thing. Sobriety. I've been clean for 7 years. It's about almost 7.5 years. June 6, 2017 is my clean date. When I go to AA meetings, obviously I identify as an alcoholic, but I did the steps through NA. I came up through NA. I'm more of a junkie than a booze hound. Personally, it's all the same though. It's all the same thing. I just claim clean time. I think clean encompasses all mind-altering, mood-altering substances, whether it's alcohol, crack, heroin, whatever it might be. Akron, Ohio. Tina Marie, what's up? I know, Sandy. I saw that. It's crazy. Divineful. I mean, yeah, the Anunnaki. I find those stories very interesting. But I don't know. I don't know. Rob Nichols, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's up, dude? All right. Sorry, I'm trying to navigate all of these political statements that are going on. Jessica Sanchez, you're new. We just hit 5,000 subscribers, Jessica Sanchez. I love that you're here. I appreciate you. Join the club. We're here to be honest and to be vulnerable and learn from our mistakes. And I'm here to show you that even though for a long time I behaved like a piece of shit, I am a good man, and people can change, and bad things happen to good people, and good people do bad shit, but we can learn from our mistakes and we can get better. And I can fall short still. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. I'm not cured. I go to meetings all the time. I swear all the time. As you can tell, I say things that I shouldn't say. I get irritated quicker than I should, typically with my son and my mother. Everyone else, I get a pretty long fuse with, but I don't know. With my son and my mom, I just got kind of a shorter fuse, which bothers me. My mom, the worst, but my son, I could, depends on the day, but like I notice myself sometimes like, hey buddy, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why I just got mad. But I'll catch myself, but it is what it is. All right, hold on. I'm trying to. Riley Summers, what's going on? Feeling vulnerable, like you want to have a conversation? Hell yeah, Rob. I used to do landscaping. I enjoyed it personally. It's 56 people in here right now. It's the most people I've ever had in a live. Hi, everybody. Derico, I appreciate you. Big time. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with Riley Summers. I'm 40. Big 4-0. Doo-doo. Yeah, Rob, I'm pretty kind. I don't really give people a hard time. I'm always kind, but I can just kind of have like a short. I can be quick to say. I can be quick to say no on some things. Sid Vicious over Kane, personally. I wasn't a fan of Kane. Thought he was just like a poser taking after the Undertaker. Born in Tennessee. Eclipsed. I get it. I mean, lots of kids walk on eggshells, whether their parents are alcoholic or not. Being a kid's tough. Being a parent's tough. But yeah, if you want to expand on that at all, I'd love to hear more. North Carolina, Tyrant, Hunter. Yo, I'm 40. You're 54. It's good to see you. North Carolina. Riley, thanks. Yeah, I aged okay. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with all of this. It's tough. Tina Marie, emotions are super hard to control. I understand. Bradley's from East Tennessee. Heck yeah. Norma Ortega, hello. Rob Nichols, that might be able to happen someday, brother. Real Deal 3, Denver. Phil, you're in Cambridge? Cambridge, Mass? Hell yeah. I know Cambridge well. We played Cambridge in all of my high school sports. I'm from Waltham, Massachusetts. Jamie, it's all right. No, Rob messages me on my my Instagram. He's a good guy. 48 now. Sobriety is a journey. He leveled out with age. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, eclipsed. I mean, alcoholism causes all sorts of issues. Even I would say that my character defects have come out more since I got clean. Because when I was getting high, I was just high all the time. I wasn't around anybody. My character defects didn't really come out. I was just a thief and a liar. But now my character defects come out because I have all this time on my hands, and I have, my mind is going, and so now I have to control, I have to keep my ego in check, and I have to make sure I'm not lying, make sure I'm telling people the truth, make sure when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Making sure I don't talk bad about other people. There's just so much. Emotional stability is rough. And society doesn't make it much easier for any of us, in my opinion. Just my opinion. NA, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Victorville, hell yeah, I'm in Venice. Riley, that's all right. I mean, I'm technically I'm an alcoholic too. If there was no heroin or crack or like stuff that I could shoot, if alcohol was the only thing around, I would have been an alcoholic. It just takes too long for me. Like I don't get time to sit around for an hour drinking. Like I need, you know, I got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds to fuck me up. And if it doesn't work, then I don't want any part of it. Shooting crack and I mean, heroin was my thing. Heroin was my thing. But it's a long time ago. But yeah, I didn't have time for alcohol. That's just me. Not judging, not saying I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just saying we're all the same, realistically. Timur, no, I do not. I do not take any mind or mood altering substances. How do I differentiate step 6 and 7? Jesus. Oh, man. You know what's interesting? So, side note, Brian. So, 6 and 7, right? I was in a meeting last week and this person was like, I don't believe in God. I'm not saying this. I'm saying it as a person. They're like, I don't believe in God. So, I have a problem with step 7 because I don't believe in God. So, how is this person that I don't believe in going to take away my shortcomings? Which I found fascinating. Fascinating question and like point of view. But the difference between 6 and 7, so from, I'm going through the steps again now. I'm doing another 4th step. So when I get to 6, I would probably have a better answer. But the last time I did it, I just mostly remember myself and my sponsor. My sponsor let me know a lot of my character defects when he listened to my 5th step. But the difference with 6 and 7 to me is the same as the difference with 8 and 9. They're connected, but like one is laying the foundation for something, and the one after it is putting into action. 8, write a list of all the people that you owe amends to. 9, perform the amends when you can without doing harm. 6 and 7 to me felt the same way. Make a list of how I suck, and then 7, ask God to remove all the suck. But that's just my simplified take on it, but they go hand in hand. Just like I think I personally think that step 10 is the best. Keeps me in check. My daily check on myself is real big. As long as I'm willing to be honest and admit when I'm wrong. 10 to me is the most important one. Someone said, hi, Solo Sinner. Where's Solo Sinner? Hey! Yeah, of course I'm a coffee drinker. Taz, heroin, fentanyl sucks. That's the only 2 times I've overdosed. It was because of fentanyl. I'm not a fan. Fentanyl's garbage. Heroin, me and heroin had a love affair for a while. I am from Massachusetts, Elise. Waltham, Massachusetts. I am having to moderate the shit out of this today. Holy crap. Nice hair. Thanks. Appreciate that. I actually feel like I need a haircut, but I appreciate you. Of course, I'm a coffee drinker, Rob. Solo Sinner, what's up, dude? Probably top favorite guy in here. Love you, dude. Humans will always make mistakes, yes, because we have the gift of free choice, and we're stupid. So yes, we will always make mistakes. God is wonderful, Diane. I agree. Timur, plenty of psychedelics. Love psychedelics. Yes, done my share. And Bart, I agree. It does have to just be any higher power. I agree. I'm with you. Mine happens to be God. My own form of God, but like also having to do with the Bible, similar God, you know what I mean? Jesus type of situation. Doo-doo. Being an atheist is cool. My sponsor actually is an atheist. He just believes in the universe, and that's fine with me. I remember when I was newish, when I was new, he told me that straight up, like, you know, that he doesn't believe in God, and I told him I do, and he said that's okay, and I said yeah, it's okay with me, you know, as long as he was like, as long as you stay clean and you can follow suggestions, we're good. And he's been my sponsor this whole sobriety. Riley Summers, I got clean in treatment. I had to go to treatment. I can't get clean on my own. I'm not capable. I don't have the ability to stop. I need to be stopped. I had to go to treatment personally. I went to 17 different treatment centers, 3 different psych wards. It was a rough go for a while, but here we are. Melanie. Hello, Melanie. Hold on, I'm trying to keep up with the chat is wild today. I've had to remove comments and hide people from this channel for 24 hours, probably like 15 to 20 times. And I've only been live for 31 minutes. I don't think it's ever been like this. But I love you. I love that you're showing up. You know, maybe they'll come back and be nice, you know? But I appreciate you. Even if I kicked you out, or I hid your comments, or I put you in timeout, I appreciate you. Just because if my kid misbehaves and I have to spank his butt doesn't mean I don't love him. He just needs discipline. You know what I mean? I still love you. Melanie, you can be late. It's okay. I appreciate you being here. Oh, New Hampshire. Hell yeah. At least I used to pick up heroin in Manchester all the time. Yeah, Sandy, real bad comments tonight. Jade all the way. This live is about us hanging out and celebrating that the channel has 5,000 subscribers. That's about it. Where it goes is really up to you guys. This is not a guided meditation. It's free form. It's just white noise, and you get to let your mind take you wherever you want. If you have a question, ask. If you want to tell me I suck, that's been happening as well. Completely up to you. Rob, that's all right. I know a bunch of people out here that are sober that do edibles, and I mean, to each their own, brother. I personally just go overboard. I can't do anything like that. Yeah, my first Riley Summers, my first treatment center, I was 23. So I get it. It is what it is. If you want help, just ask for it. There are always people that are willing to help. You just got to ask the right people. You just got to find the right people. I will be on the lookout, Brian. I appreciate you. And if you listen, Brian, if you end up winning $1 million at a casino, don't forget about your boy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you should go. I'm actually saying I don't think you should. But if you do, and you hit 50 G's, don't forget about your boy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you should go. Make that clear. Rob, yeah, I mean, there's always people. There's always people acting a fool. Halloween was recently, you know what I mean? Lori Wilson, first time catching me live. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you think of a question that you would like me to answer for you. I would love that. This is like, I don't have anything that I came here with to go over. This is just, I wanted to hang out with some people to celebrate the 5,000 subscribers that we hit. It's amazing. I actually had to stop. I was making dinner for myself, and all of a sudden it was 4:56, and I was like, Jesus, I gotta go live in 4 minutes. So I had to stop. But I was made some delicious broccoli and some like real big prawns And I'm gonna make some chicken. I'm a big fan of broccoli. Really like broccoli. You can just eat a bowl of broccoli with some, put some garlic and salt and pepper in it. It was amazing. I know, Jesse. Come on, man. It's crazy. Doo-doo. Blockbuster video game champion? Dude, I'd smash. 93, 94. So I was third and fourth grade. Yeah, I was all about that. I used to go and rent, it wasn't Blockbuster Video, though. It was West Coast Video in Waltham on Moody Street. I would go rent. What was it? What game system was it? Maybe Super Nintendo? It was like a Lethal Weapon game that came with a gun. You shoot the screen. It was amazing. James Hobbs, Philip Seymour Hoffman is probably one of the best actors of my generation. Philip Seymour Hoffman was amazing. Amazing actor, my opinion. Phil, yeah, Gloucester. We actually scrimmaged Gloucester every year. I went to Waltham High. We used to scrimmage Gloucester. You guys would beat the bag out of us. Hated playing you guys. But yeah, Gloucester, I know some kids from up there. And yeah, I mean, you couldn't escape opiates in Massachusetts if you tried. It was rough. It was rough. Riley, yeah, of course. My email, Riley. So my email is in the description of my channel, didsydoherty@gmail.com. It's in there. You can see it. If you go to this page and you go to like the more info or like about this channel, my email's in there. Of course you can email me. A bunch of people email me all the time. Eddie Egan, thank you so much, brother. And thank you for your support. Don't think I forget about that stuff. It's huge. It's huge. Jesse Tillman, don't go to the casino, Brian. I agree. But if you go, don't forget about your boy. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to fight someone named Deb? That sounds like a horrible idea. Yep. Solo Sinner. Come on, man. Jules, you think I'm going to miss that? Never miss an opportunity to talk to my people. You know what I'm saying? What do you think of good people who are hot and cold with people? What do I think of good people who are hot and cold? I mean, I could be hot. No, it's not really true. I'm usually pretty warm. I think some people just have tough days, man. If I'm being honest with you, I think that people need to cut people a little more slack, because I know that sometimes I'll put on a brave face sometimes and tell people I'm doing, that I'm doing good, or I'll be like jovial when I really would rather not be. I, as a people pleaser, choose to act that way. But I'd much rather not. And I think some other people have a little more, I don't know the word, but they have less fucks to give. So they're like, you know what? I'm not going to pretend to be happy. I'm going to act cold. And I don't think it has anything to do, if we're talking about you and someone being hot or cold with you, I don't think it has anything to do with you, whether they're hot and cold. I think it has to do with them. I don't know if that answers your question, but that's my opinion. Yeah, Tom Hardy's great. Elise, where do I live now? Right now I'm in Venice Beach, California, but I have 50. That was my best friend Daniel, but I can't answer because I'm doing it live. I'm in Venice Beach, but every other week I have shared custody with my son. So every other week I go back to Riverside, California. Ooh, Brian, how am I demonstrating open-mindedness in my life today? Well, there you're back. Well, Brian, I do these videos and live streams on YouTube, which I feel is pretty open-minded. Open-mindedness. I try new things. I'm slow to judge. I am open to my beliefs changing with gathered information. Like, I'm not as stubborn as I once was. I'm okay admitting, like, man, what I used to believe was kind of silly. Now with this new information, turns out my opinion's actually the opposite of what it used to be. Um, I try to help out newcomers. I actually just took a job, so I just took a new job. I start Monday at I'm gonna be helping run a men's sober living. There's two houses. Um, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm excited that I can give back. I'm not gonna make much money doing it, but I think it's gonna make me feel good about myself and about what I'm doing on a daily basis. Doo-doo. Hope that answers your question. Doo-doo-doo. Angel, thank you. I'm sure you're beautiful or handsome yourself. I don't know if you're a man or woman, so I gotta be careful. You know what I mean? Isaiah Moody, I am a small time creator. My advice would be don't follow other people's outlines. Don't try to recreate something that someone already did. Make your own thing. I had to make that decision. Um, it was like, should I just model this after someone else's who's successful and hope that it does just as well? Because if they did good, why can't I? But I decided, like, everyone's doing that. Everyone is just following someone else's format, hoping to just make money or get famous or whatever their hope is. I decided that I was going to do my own thing as best I can. I also have no idea what I'm doing. Um, but I decided that I'm going to do it my way because it's my channel and it's going to be on here forever or until I or YouTube delete it. Excuse me. Been up since 3:45, although I did take a nap. I apologize. Yeah, small time creators, just be you. There's nobody else that's more you than you are. And there are people out there, there are 8 billion people. There are people out there who will be into what you create. Just have faith in yourself, take a chance. That's my only advice. And I'm not really one that should be given advice. But that's my advice. You asked for it, you know what I mean? Doo-doo. Oh, thanks, Melanie. Allison, 18 months. Hell yeah. I remember when I took 18 months. I loved it. It's in NA, that's the gray key tag. I loved that key tag. And then my favorite one is the black one for multiple years, but I loved that. The glow in the dark one year was cool, but that gray key tag just hit different for me. I love that key tag. 18 months is amazing. Congratulations. Ha! Jesse. Oh, yeah. Jesus. No. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned Lucas because I'm going to have him on again. But I actually, yesterday, the day before, finally checked out that dude, Wes Watson, that Lucas is like all about. And what a nightmare. What a nightmare Wes Watson is. Holy moly. I can't understand it. I can't understand why anybody finds that appealing. But that's just me. It's like so abrasive and toxic to me. But apparently he helps people, and that's cool. I love Lucas, and if watching Wes's videos helps Lucas, then cool. I'll just try to keep Lucas in check and not let him turn into that dude. You know what I mean? But Lucas is young. He's 22. He's got his whole life ahead of him. If watching those videos helps him, God bless him. But no, I was not. I don't run. I'm not really a big cardio guy. Only time I really run around is when I play pickleball or softball, recovery softball. I don't run by choice. I do treadmill uphill when I go to I did treadmill today, 10.5 incline, 3.4 miles an hour, just like a brisk walk. But I don't run. I should. I'd be in better shape. I just don't. It's so boring to me. So boring to me. I follow Lucas too. Heck yes, Andy. I saw you in there. Giselle, hi. Appreciate you showing up. Love the newcomer. Thank you so much for checking me out. Yeah, Jesse, he's intense is a nice word, I feel like. Jan Carey Perez. It would help if I knew your cousin's name. If that's supposed to say cousin, Kosing. Shout out to your Kosing. I can give a shout out to your cousin as long as you're not going to say something crazy that you want me to like scream the N word or something to try and be funny, like you know. But sure, yeah, I can give your cousin a shout out. What's their name? Anybody have any wonderfully intuitive questions on their mind by chance? I'm having some squirt with a lime and a lemon in it with some ice. Makes me feel like I'm having a cocktail a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Solo Sinner's got a question. Oh, boy. Do I think there are limits to forgiveness? Yes. Well, yes. For me, for sure. Um, and this is just my personal opinion, Jules. I do think there are limits on forgiveness because I think that forgiveness should be granted. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I punch my girlfriend in the face. That's not what I do. Never have. Hopefully I never will. But let's say I punch my girlfriend in the face. And I apologize. And she forgives me. And then next week, I punch her in the face. And I apologize. And she forgives me. My apology is actually not an apology. I'm not sorry about anything. My apology is actually just a manipulation to keep her around so that I can punch her in the face again. I think that if someone keeps doing the same thing that hurts you, I do believe there is a limit to when forgiveness just turns into you're no longer forgiving, you're just a doormat. You're just allowing yourself to be taken advantage of. Just my opinion. That is only my opinion. But like I've seen, so there was this woman. Here's the crazy thing about I might have mentioned this, I'm not sure, but so there was this woman, I listened to the Bible Project. There's this woman who was in a concentration camp who survived. This is a real story. This woman's alive. So this woman was in a concentration camp and she survived, and she got like really into the Bible and stuff, and she ended up going to a convention with like real well-known speakers and historians on the Bible and stuff. And when she was there, she saw a man there who was one of the soldiers at the concentration camp. Her sister was killed at that concentration camp. And so she sees this dude at this convention. And what she sees is him in his old uniform. Obviously he's not wearing his Nazi uniform, but what she sees in her mind and what she feels is she sees him in his uniform, behaving as he used to behave. And she notices he's walking up to her, and she's like panicked with fear. And he comes up to her and he says, God has forgiven me for the things that I've done. I think it's time you forgive me. And she said that it felt like hours before she opened her mouth. It was probably only moments, but she said it felt like hours. And she forgave him. To me, stuff like that there's no limits on that forgiveness. Like, I don't think there are limits on like I've seen things where people have had their child killed, and in the courtroom when the person is on trial, the parent will go up and be like, "Hey, listen, I forgive you." Like, I don't think there are limits to the depth of forgiveness, but I do think there should be limitations on how many times you grant forgiveness for the same mistake. Just my personal opinion. I hope that answers your question. I gotta catch up. What's going on here? Let me catch up. Jesse Tillman, biggest gratitude of the week for me, eggs. I have eaten so many eggs this week, and I am grateful because it's an excellent source of protein and they're easy. Although they're $11, the eggs that I buy are $11 a dozen, so I don't really like that. The True Blues at Whole Foods, but I was probably eggs this week, but also coffee, my son, Jesus, my girlfriend, my mom, a bunch of stuff, but probably eggs this week. Eggs really came through for me this week. Failbook, you're from the UK. You got to wait till Tuesday or Wednesday, I think, or something like that. Rob, yeah, I do like kombucha. I'm a fan. Brian. Brian, do I see any old patterns in my life today? If so, which ones? Yeah, old patterns. Like, dude, I want to gamble all the time. I wanted to gamble on the Celtics game today, but I can't. Number one, I can't because I have no money. But number two, I can't because if I had money and I gambled, I would no longer have money. Even when I win, I just keep gambling until I lose. Like, it's not like I'm not the type of guy that could be like, I'm going to deposit $200 and I just want to double my money. And if I can turn it into 400, I'm going to take it out. I'll deposit $200, turn it into 1,400 and be like, okay, I could probably turn this into $5,000. And then I have no money because I lose the 1,400. Like, my brain doesn't work properly with that stuff. That's an old habit, old pattern. That creeps up, that wants to be a part of my life, but I don't allow it. Other old, yeah, small things like being afraid of success. That's like an old pattern. It's an old thing that used to affect me. That creeps up sometimes. People pleasing. If I'm being honest, sometimes I use honesty as a manipulation. I'm not really sure how to dive into that properly, but take that for what it is. I'm not, I don't know if I said it, you know what I mean? But yeah, those are the old patterns that I can think of. I don't know. I hope that answers your question, bud. Looks like James Smith wrote a bunch of stuff in Russian. I think, Jesse, I agree. Favorite inspirational song? Jesus. Man. Probably, oh God. Off the top of my head, there's this Hasidic Jew rapper. The hell's his name? The song is King Without a Crown. The version live at Stubbs. King Without a Crown. Live at Stubbs. That, for me, that song gets me every time. It's so motivational. To me, live at Stubbs. King Without a Crown. Listen to that. If that doesn't get your heart racing and like your hair standing up, then you should unsubscribe from my channel because we're not the same. I said it. Favorite inspirational movie? So, inspirational to me, I Heart Huckabees. I don't think many people would think of that as an inspirational movie. Stranger Than Fiction, I would consider an inspirational movie too, but I don't know. Most people probably say like Rudy, or but I'd say I Heart Huckabees because to me it's inspirational to me that like there's more going on, like existential stuff that's real. That's my answer. I Heart Huckabees. Shelby, Jesus loves you too. I mean, there could be feathers in there. It's mostly just gray hairs. I'm starting to get gray hairs on my mustache. It's horrible. Falling apart, guys. Sandy, I've been thinking about trying the carnivore diet too. I don't have an excuse as to why I haven't. I just haven't done it yet. Phil, go to Whole Foods. True Blues. That's where it's at. Love them. So good. Solo Sinner, I do the best I can with these questions. You guys surprise me with some of them. You know what I mean? Brian, listen. Next time you win, don't forget about your boy. You know what I'm saying? But don't go. Modest Yahoo, hell yeah! I knew somebody would think of it. Rob Nichols understands what I'm talking about. Is using honesty as a manipulation. Oh my god! So. I mean, in my past, like when I was using, or in my past, I've used honesty as a manipulation, like in ways that is shameful, like using my sexual trauma as a young person to like make someone feel bad for me so that I could get money from them, or they would go on a date with me, or they would cut me some slack because they caught me doing something that I shouldn't be doing. Like I was using honesty as a weapon, and it's not okay. You might as well lie. If you're going to use honesty as a weapon, you might as well lie. It's the same thing because honesty used as a weapon isn't honest. It's not. Honesty should be used in one specific way as honesty, not as a weapon, not as a manipulation, not as a something to hold over someone's head. But again, this is all my opinion. Everything that comes out of my mouth is strictly my opinion from my experience or from my twisted thoughts. The rapper Modest Yahoo. No, Drake. I'm not big on Drake personally. I don't listen to much new rap. It's garbage. Mars, Human Centipede, I'm a fan. I've watched all three of them. If you were not looking at my profile name and I told you these 4 facts, do you think I'm a boy or girl? I like baggy pants. I like baggy shirts and sweaters. I like horror things. Girl. I don't know. Girl. But that's not really fair. Put me in a weird situation. Into the Wild. Yeah. I like that movie too. He shouldn't have eaten the berries. You know what I mean? My audio's failing. Check, check. My audio failing? Can you guys hear me? WTF Brad, my man. Yes, we got 5K. We hit 5K, dude. Thank you so much for all your continued support. 33 likes, 33 people in here. Great number. Larry Bird, baby. Jules, you're killing me here. LC, win a black dress. Welcome. Start there. Welcome. We always like to welcome the newcomers. My channel is about honesty and vulnerability and overcoming pitfalls, hard things that you've gone through. For a long time, I was a piece of shit heroin addict, and today I'm not. It's 7 years in recovery. Just about how good people do bad things sometimes, but it doesn't make you a bad person. In a nutshell, it's about so much more than that. But honesty, vulnerability, This is just a safe place for people to come and be honest and see vulnerability and maybe try to participate in it themselves. You're the second or third person that said I look like Messi, Christy. I appreciate you. I'll take it. I do know Bill, Backhand B. What's up, Toby Crawford? How you doing? Ariana, then I was right. I don't understand. Boo, 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 boo. Lori Wilson hears me just fine. We got more people talking about voting. Ariana, I appreciate you subscribing. Shawshank Redemption is an excellent movie, Sandy. I agree. The Platform, I've watched both. There's a second one out. You're naming movies that I like, and I think you think that you're being funny, but they're great movies. And Mars, I'm gonna put you in timeout. But both the movies you said, Mars, don't think you can hear me anymore, but Human Centipede and The Platform, I'm a fan. They're gross. I don't think anybody should watch them, but I watch stuff like that. Rob Nichols, they're in the yard not too far from the car. Touche, my friend. Touche. So I gotta put some people in timeout because they don't care about the message. They just care about politics. And we're not here for politics, unfortunately. Rather talk about Human Centipede than politics. SpongeBob 2024, that's what I'm talking about. I can get behind SpongeBob, Pee Wee Herman, even Blippi, dude. But I'm not talking politics. You know what I mean? It's a lose-lose. Brian M., I appreciate you so much. I love that you were here. It's been an hour, dude. You spent an hour with me. Appreciate you. You gonna bake brownies from scratch? Heck yeah, dude. Ah, man, you're making me hungry. Yeah. Well, if I didn't waste $60 this morning, what I told you guys about earlier, if I didn't waste $60 in gas, I'd probably go get myself an ice cream tonight. I'd walk over and get myself Salt and Straw around the corner. I'd go get a waffle cone with either some like pumpkin bread ice cream or they got malted, salted chocolate chip cookie dough. But I wasted all my money on gas and didn't even work. I talked about it earlier, but you know what? I'm grateful that I got 5,000 people on my team. I love all of you and I appreciate you. More questions. Bring more questions. Do I like the movie Deadpool? I mean, I like Ryan Reynolds. That's about all I got for you. I'm not a big Marvel movie guy. I'm more of a Silence of the Lambs, Suspect Zero. I'm more of a, Prisoners. I'm more of a Donnie Darko. I like stuff that makes me think, not just I'll watch a I'll watch an action movie here or there, but not really. I'm not big on Marvel. I mean, I'll watch them. I thought Marvel was cool when I was a kid for sure, but I think they're beating it to death. I think they're beating it to death just like everything else. Yeah, that's my answer. Platform 2 yesterday, hell yeah. I thought Platform 2 was good. I mean, it was a little crazy getting their arm chopped off by the platform and stuff, but the blind dude pulling people's eyes out and shit, I thought it was great. El Cheek Tom. Thank you. Soccer players are handsome guys. I appreciate that. I haven't seen any of the Terrifiers, and I feel silly about that. I should see them. Solo Sinner! Ice Cream Fund. Man, let me tell you how this works. Let me break this down for you. YouTube is going to send me that $20.26 after they take 30% of it, the 21st of next month. So on the 21st of December, I will for sure get an ice cream on Solo Sinner. You heard it here first. December 21st, I'm going to Salt and Straw, and I'm getting an ice cream, 2 ice creams now, because it looks like maybe Brian is following suit. Teresa Pandora Salgado, welcome. You are welcome here. I hope you continue to show up. Solo Sinner and Brian M. You guys are, you guys are too sweet. You guys are so good to me. I really appreciate it. Brian and Solo Sinner have been devoted supporters of this channel from day one. Solo Sinner by far is, the level of support that dude, that Solo Sinner provides me is out of control. Unparalleled, unmatched. Probably equal to, if you combined everybody else's stuff that they've ever sent, that probably equals just what Solo Sinner is. Solo Sinner is very, very generous, and he's a sweet man, and I appreciate him. And he's the only person that I've ever Zoom called with on my channel. And there's 5,000 of you. He's a special guy, and he helps me with a lot of things, and I appreciate him. How about any weird cult classics? Man. Yeah, I like cult classics. I guess it depends. It depends on what we're talking about. Donnie Darko's a cult classic. Army of Darkness. But cult classics there's so many. We could talk about Cujo, It. Man, that's such a broad. You're killing me with that one. I mean, Joe Dirt's a cult classic. You know what I mean? You'd have to be more specific. Danny Orsborn. Hi, Danny. Nomadland is awesome. Nomadland. I don't know that one. I look like a prisoner escapee. Like, I think that's a double negative. I gotta get rid of that. I don't like that English. Silence of the Lamps. Silence of the Lambs. Solo Sinners lying. All I do is take, and I don't help anyone. He's the best. I love you, dude. It's too good to me. WTF, Brad. Classic. Mutlu Katik. I don't know how to say that. Hi. Yeah, you guys are funny today. You guys are great. I'm so glad I decided to go live instead of just making a stupid video by myself. You guys are so much more fun than I am by myself. Solo Sinner, I don't know if you saw, but this is my last vape. I live in 2 places, but right now, Venice Beach. We come in live from Venice Beach, California, around the corner from the Salt and Straw, which I can go get on December 21st. I can go get some Salt and Straw. If you don't know, then you showed up late. You know what I mean? Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate that. It's been an interesting day. I've been up for too long. I know, dude. It's the last one. And it's only got 19% juice left. So it's probably only going to last maybe a day and a half. I've been stretching it. Does anyone else have any questions they would like to ask? Throw it away now. I don't have the courage. I don't have it in me. I'm going to hit it until it's toast. America's a dream for you. Anybody can come to America. Come on over. You can get free money. You can vote. You can do all. It's crazy. I would just come. You can figure it out. Jersey bred 88. Are you born in 88 or are you into white supremacy stuff? Can I drink if I wanted to? I mean, I'm a grown ass man. I could drink if I wanted to. Sure. But I choose not to test the waters because here's what that looks like for me. I could drink and I could be fine for a week, a month, 6 months, but there will come a time where I have just too much to drink and I get too loosey goosey and I happen to go into the bathroom and and I can tell that someone's in the stall blowing some coke. And so I'm going to participate in that because now my inhibition's down and I want to go to the next level. So now I did a little bit of coke. Now I'm searching for crack. And once I get some crack or meth, I got to find heroin because I'm not staying up all night. I ain't got time for that. So now a drink turned into blowing lines of coke, shooting meth and shooting heroin. Like it's just not. Could I though? Sure. I just choose not to. I take no mood or mind altering substances whatsoever. WTF Brad, my man. Appreciate you so much. Another big supporter. Thank you so much. So sinner. I agree, man. Fine. You guys gotta go easy on me. What about, haven't we been talking about forgiveness? Jeez. What's the message? Mars 2. Weren't you just in here? Mars talking about movies? What hobbies did I develop through my sobriety journey? Hobbies. Clean and sober softball. I've done some art stuff like painting, but not with a brush. It's called pouring. It's like you get a cup and you fill it with these different acrylic paints and you pour it on and like let it drip. What else? What other kind of hobbies? Megan and I have taken some dance lessons together. That's something that I do a lot more since I got clean than I did when I was using, is dancing. Megan likes to dance, so we dance, and it's not something that I did as a young person. Other hobbies that I've picked up being clean: hiking, pickleball, going to farmers markets, reading the Bible, going to the gym. About all I can think of. Marcos, see ya. White Lion, cracks where it's at, man. I get it. Only 2003 to 2006? Shit, 2004 to 2016. Boo boo, not no mo. Man, I gotta manage so many. I'm just getting rid of a bunch of people right now. And some of them I might not. Some people I might not need to, but I'm just doing it. WTF, Brad. I loved Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is probably, it would definitely be in the top 3 best shows I've ever seen on television. Breaking Bad was the best show I've ever seen on television up until I saw the show Dark on Netflix. it's in another language. So you have to. I watched it with subtitles, but Dark is my favorite show that I've ever seen. But before that, it was Breaking Bad. I'd say the Breaking Bad and Dark are the two best shows I've ever seen on television by far. Rob, you work 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., so you're in bed early. I get it, man. I do the best I can to come on randomly. Rob, she sure is beautiful. Way too pretty for me, man. I don't know. I don't know how I did that. Oh, Jersey bread. All right. You're into numerology. I was in treatment with a kid in Malibu who was super into numerology, and I had never heard of it. This was in 2016, and I found it so fascinating. Um, I wish I knew more about it. I find that stuff really, really, really cool, really interesting. I wasn't calling you a white supremacist. I was just Hitler in '88. It's just a thing. So I was just, casting a wide net. But I appreciate you being here. Glad I can make you chuckle. Doo-doo. Meth bong hit. No, I shoot my drugs. I'm a grown up. But I'm gonna put you in timeout. That's right. This has been a fun live. My least favorite hobby? Being an adult? Dexter was a good show, Rob Nichols. I agree, but it was just so silly. Like, it was cool at first, but it got so silly. Black Hand B, opinions on social media. So I think social media as a whole is horrible for the human condition. I just think people take it the wrong way. I know a lot of people, and I've been at fault before too, like will see other people's Facebook or Instagram and think that what they post is their entire life, and it's just the highlight reel. It's like people that go to a baseball, that you watch a Dodgers game and they're like, man, oh, look at the Dodgers. They won the World Series. That's so fun. All the practice and the stuff that you don't see allows them to do that. Like all the pain and suffering that all these people go through when you're looking at their Instagram or Sandy. I just got an alert. Thank you so much. Jack's getting salt and straw tonight. Thanks to Sandy. So I'm talking about. Thank you so much for the donation on PayPal. You're the best. I appreciate you. Don't think you can sneak that by me. I love you. As I was saying, sorry, I get sidetracked easily. Um, social media highlight reels. So, like, if you went and looked at my Instagram, it looks like it's just the highlight reel. People don't show, people don't post pictures of them typically. People don't post pictures of themselves crying, or they don't screenshot a night where they texted their boyfriend or girlfriend 37 times with no response because they're acting jealous. Like, people don't show the real human stuff on social media. They show the stuff that they want people to see. Just like, just like the guy that sexually abused me when I was a kid. Out in public, when people could see, he was a great guy. He put on a great face. But, like, the rest of the time, he was horrible. It's easy. Like, if social media, if Facebook and Instagram was just like a constant live feed of people's lives, I think that would be much cooler and much realer. And I think that people would behave a lot differently if people knew that the whole world could see what they're doing at all times. That would be interesting to me. But no, I think social media is horrible. I think it's horrible. I participate in it. I just think it's terrible. It depends on what you use it for. Budacast. Love ya. Hold on, I'm trying to moderate here, guys. I apologize. I'm clicking stuff. We talking about practice. Kev, I love it. A big fan of Iverson, personally. And I'm not, and I'm not pro or against any politicians. I just don't want that crap in my feed, so I'm just putting people in timeout. Hope they don't take it personally. Sandy, you're the best. Life crafting, I like that. You're right. And Rob, I think social media is amazing as well. Like, social media has gotten me in contact with people that I would not have gotten in contact with any other way. Like childhood friends that I lost contact with, strangers who are now friends. I think this is, I don't, to me, YouTube is its own platform. I don't really consider YouTube social media like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Um, but listen, I participate in them. I'm not, I just think that overall, I think they do more harm than good for people's self esteem and what it does to people's expectations of themselves. That's my opinion. Omar, the honesty, vulnerability, uh, creating a safe place for people to come and be themselves and not be judged. But there's so much. It's a place for real people to talk about real things in real time. Damn, WTF Brad was on MySpace. I was on MySpace, dude. I had a song that played when you logged on to it and everything. Does anyone have any other questions at the forefront of their mind? Because I'm going to have this 30-gram protein bar, and then I'm going to get ice cream. I trick myself. I have a protein bar before I go get the ice cream, so then I don't feel bad about eating the ice cream. You know what I mean? Does anyone have any questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, Brad, I remember that. And I'm sorry, I'm starving, guys. I stopped making myself dinner to come and do this. 37 people on here, 37 likes. Earlier we had 33 and 33. Numerology. Yates, of course I have a gym membership. Absolutely. 24-hour fitness. I'd like to go to Gold, but it's $100 a month. Can't afford that. Kind of protein bar. This is Robert Irvine's Fit Crunch. High protein baked bar, peanut butter. 30 grams of protein, 6 grams of sugar, gluten free. 380 calories. I work out at home and at the gym, and sometimes outside. Rob Nichols, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I love you too. Boo, boo, boo. Dixie boy, see you later. WTF, Brad. I like coffee ice cream. I like pistachio ice cream, but only if it's green. I don't like the white ice cream pistachio. It's got to be green. Um, I like chocolate with like peanut butter running through it. Oreo. Or I could, but if I'm having like a ice cream sundae, I can get down with just vanilla, hot fudge, chopped walnuts, some whipped cream, dude. Woo! But yeah, those are the ice creams I like. Doo-doo. Oh wow, B Yao coming in with a coming in with a deep question late in the game. My dude. Yes, sexual abuse during my childhood affected the way that I approach sexual intimacy in my adulthood big time. Yeah. Um, just to be able to have sexual relationships as an adult, I had to do a lot of work in order to not project things onto my partner. Um, but yeah, it affected me big time as an adult. It affected me much more as an adult than it did early in my life. It's weird. Some things that happen to us doesn't really show its face until much later in life. Frank, you gotta go pee? I think the dog's gotta go out. I think I'm gonna have to. Peppermint ice cream? I can mess with peppermint ice cream. Yeah. What came first, the chicken or the egg? In my opinion, an egg cannot exist unless a chicken lays it. So, in my opinion, the chicken came first. But I don't know. I wasn't there, dude. I don't know. Boo boo. Roving Ronin. Got some stinky breath. See ya. Do I live with no regrets? Oof. Dude, there's a helicopter. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a helicopter flying over the apartment. They're obviously looking for somebody because they're on their megaphone, like telling somebody, giving somebody orders from a helicopter. That doesn't happen very often. Crazy. Dennis. Let's see. Do I live with no regrets, or do some things? No, some things haunt me. Um, you know, no, I've done some things that haunt me, man. Um, I've gone through people's pockets that overdosed. I've gone through people's pockets that froze to death when I was homeless outside in Boston. Um, I was on the phone with a girl who took her own life, and I didn't do anything about it. Like, yeah, I regret some things. There's nothing that I can do about it, so I don't, you know, sit and ruminate all day every day. But I think about it. Yeah, I think about regrets I have all the time. I'm not one of those people that's like, I would never change anything about my life because I love where I am today. I would change a bunch of shit. I've done some things that I don't like that I participated in. There's lots of things I would change. Yes, I have regrets. I don't dwell on them. I've done a lot of work on, healing and self care and self love and stuff like that. But yeah, I have regrets for sure. Doo-doo-doo. It's interesting, Melanie Bailey. It's interesting what you're saying about no sexual interaction until marriage. If you do more research into the biblical literature, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to have. You're not supposed to lust after anybody. Sexual intercourse as a whole is frowned upon. It's a sin. But they made a concession to say, but if you get married, then it's not so bad. Do more research. And we're talking a long time ago. And rules were different back then. If a woman's husband died, so now she's a widow, if she remarried, she was technically committing adultery. Like, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Times change. You know what I mean? Oh, I missed the question, Solo Sinner. What was it? What was it? What did I miss? I didn't think I missed anything. New from Iowa. Doo-doo. Jen Tybalt. I agree. Yeah. I'm not gonna purchase a vehicle unless I've test driven it. Makes no sense. It's 2024. People can identify as Winnie the Pooh. I don't think premarital sex is that big of a deal anymore. Nah, Jersey bread, I got regrets like crazy. But I don't let them affect my daily life. You know what I mean? Brendan wants to see me masturbate. What is going on in here, dude? All right. Question was if there's something that we want to hear from your younger self. If there's something you would want to hear from my younger self. No, I wish there was things that I could go back and tell my younger self. But that's a deep one, dude. That's save that one. Show up next time. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this so that I don't lose it. Boom. Screenshot taken of the question so I don't lose it. I will either touch on that question in the next video. I got to make a video tomorrow. I'll either touch on that question in the next video or the next live. I appreciate everybody that's in here. I'm getting ice cream on Sandy tonight. Thank you so much, Sandy. You're the best. And I am getting ice cream on Solo Sinner and WTF Brad and, Brian M. December 21st, December 21st, when YouTube shoots those few bucks that they sent me. I appreciate you guys. I love you all so much. I love you. Thank you for being here. Jesse Tillman, always a pleasure. I'm so glad that you guys decided to show up and spend some time with me. I love you. I'm so grateful we hit 5,000 subscribers. Shoot me an email. Really grateful for everyone. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a safe, wonderful Saturday night. Until next time.